Hello everyone, I am Sanam Ostonova, a teacher of English Linguistics Department. I am going to conduct today about gender role, importance and differences, and their deeply importance in our society. Contents: understanding the concept and social construction of gender roles, exploring traditional versus modern gender role expectations, analyzing impact of gender roles on individual identity and society. Defining gender roles. Gender roles are social constructs shaped by cultural, historical, and societal influences, not biological differences. Historically, roles were running man as a breadwinner and woman as caregiver. These will influence social interactions, opportunities, identity. Today, gender roles are viewed as fluid, challenging stereotypes, fosters equality, social progress. Social constructions of gender role. Social constructions theory posits that gender roles are shaped by cultural and societal norms influencing computations and behaviors across different sexes. Cultural and society influence gender roles via socializing media and policies. For example, Western societies often associate masculinity with independence and femininity with nurturing, while other cultures may have different expectations. Globally, gender roles vary widely. Indigenous culture may have fluid roles constructing with rigid binary rules reinforced by religion and law in many societies, highlighting the cultural variability in gender expectation. Influence of media and gender roles. Media often reinforces stereotypes portraying women and domestic role and man and motivated shaping societal expectation and norms. Representation analysis shows women underrepresented in STEM field and men dominate leadership roles, affecting perceptions of gender capabilities. Media impacts public perception by reinforcing stereotypes influencing attitudes and behaviors. Media literacy program can help change these perceptions. The role of education and the role varies. Education influences perceptions of gender roles through curriculum, integration of gender studies, and promotion of critical thinking. Initiative like gender-sensitive teaching, inclusive, possessive, and awareness campaigning foster equality. Education impacts societal norms by shaping future generation, view encouraging, professing attitudes towards gender roles. Traditional gender role. What is traditional gender role? Traditional gender roles define societal expectation where men are viewed as breadwinner and authoritative figures, while women are seen as creativities and homemakers. Historically, these roles have been reinforced through cultural norms and social institutions. Historically, in the Victorian era, women were largely confined to domestic role and had limited participation in politics or public life. Societal expectations promoted traits like assertiveness in men and nurturing in women, impacting family and workplace dynamics, often leading to gender disparities. Modern gender role expectations. Modern gender roles are socially constructed roles, behavior, and expectation that adapts over time, emphasizing individual choice and flexibility rather than fixed stereotypes. Societal norms have shifted towards gender equality, challenging stereotypes, Example included more women in STEAM field and men taking creativity roles across cultural, reflecting changing perceptions of gender. Comparing traditional and modern roles. How do we compare traditional modern roles between gender, male and female? Traditional gender roles often emphasize clear rigid expectations where men are breadwinners and women caregivers, aligning with societal norms of earlier eras. Modern roles promote flexibility, share responsibilities, and gender equality, reflecting societal progress. Advantages of traditional roles include social stability and clear expectations, but they can reinforce stereotypes and limit individual choices. Modern roles foster equality and personal growth, but may challenge societal cohesion and traditional values, leading conflicts. Challenges in traditional roles. Resistance to change stems for cultural forms and societal expectation reinforced by stereotypes and biases. Education and awareness are vital. For instance, Iceland's gender-sensitive programs have promoted change. Successful traditions require supportive policies, community efforts, and role models to overcome these obstacles. Future of gender role. Definitely in future gender role, day by day and year by year changing. Predictions indicate that gender roles will become more fluid and personalized, emphasizing individual identity by traditional binaries. Social movement and activities, including gender equality campaign and LGBTQ advocacy, will continue to challenge stereotypes and promote inclusive in defining gender roles. New roles like non-binary and genderqueer indexes will societal acceptance, supported by legal protection and inclusive policies fostering diversity and equality. Impact of gender role on identity. Gender roles significantly influence individual identity by shaping self-perceptions and societal expectations. For example, men often feel pressure to fulfill provider roles, leading to stress and anxiety, while women and caregiving roles may struggle with assessing themselves, affecting self-esteem. These rigid rules can cause internal conflicts and identity struggles, highlighting the need to recognize and challenge stereotypes to foster inclusive environment. Societal implication of gender role. Gender roles shape social institutions like education, politics, healthcare. They influence family dynamics, affecting responsibilities, authority, and emotional bonds. In workplace, stereotypes impact hiring, leading, and weight. For example, women hold only 28% of science and engineering soft globally. Recognizing this effect is vital for policy development and promoting equal across society. In this case, changing gender roles in modern society. Gender roles have evolved significantly over recent decades due to social, political, cultural shifts. Movements like feminism and LGBTQ+ rights promote gender equality and fluidity. Examples included more men taking on caregiving roles, women leading in politics, business, acceptance of non-binary identities. These exchanges reflect increasing individual agency, dismantling stereotypes, and fostering societal inclusive and diversity. Future trends in gender role. Over the next decade, gender roles are expected to become more inclusive and fluid, influenced by technological advancement, social norm, and policy reforms. Society may see increased acceptance of now binary and diverse gender identities, with gender viewed increasingly as a spectrum. Experts predict greater participation of diverse gender in leadership role, supported by education and legal changes promoting equality. In conclusion of our lesson for today, we may analyze the gender roles are socially and culturally contracted, involving over history through societal norms, tradition, cultural shifts, shaping perception of identity and role. The role of media in gender role and education significantly influences gender perceptions, promoting awareness and equality by challenging stereotypes and fostering inclusive narratives. The shifts from traditional to modern role face challenges but offer opportunities for inclusivity and diversity, driven by social movements and changing societal values, shaping a more equitable future. Thank you for watching. Hope this video will be useful for you for learning and improving your knowledge and education. Thank you for watching. For more information, please go through my YouTube channel we're giving on our end of lesson. Thank you. Goodbye.